Hello? I think we might actually be live. Oh, so that works. Okay. I'm just gonna get into a server. Um, I am so excited. I'm very nervous for this stream, actually. Oh, I am so excited. Um, and we will get into it very soon, just like normal. I'm going to set up the stream. Um, and I apologize because, like I said, I am very nervous. This is such big news that I've actually started uploading a video again. Hello, everyone. It's not part 2. I'm not a developer. I don't expect anyone else to be as excited about this as I am. I don't know if I want to say it right away. I think I want some people to get here before I announce it. For those of you in Discord, you know that I've been working on a project. Oh, I guess I can go through my stuff that I've got on KB. So I remaxed Bob. I got Leech Bob. I got Gold Siren Head. And I got Golden Sorgon. So the only gold I'm missing is Golden Tail. And then it's remaxing everything. And then, to my knowledge, I will be the first with a golden and maxed everything. So, okay, we have 19 people. Bro, I'm so excited. You can hear the smile on my face. I'm very nervous about the reception of this. It is with the greatest pleasure that I, Chizolio, announce that I am making a game. I am currently working on a Kaiju game for Roblox. I have been working on it for the past 4 or 5 months. I don't have much to show you, but I have a lot to tell you. And I could post a link to the server. But I have a Discord for it. I'm working with a couple buddies on the game. I'm very excited to announce. I'm super excited to talk about this. I've wanted to talk about this for so long, bro. It's been so so hard for me to keep this a secret, but I've wanted to really talk about this. Yes, Poke says he knew this already. Poke is one of the developers. Currently, I'm, and you guys will understand, I need help, is what I need. If anyone knows how to script, I will happily accept any help that you might be willing to give. Because currently, some of you might know Moloch from the TXT Discord. Moloch is animating and working on the map, which I actually do have the map done. I might be able to pull that up as well. Let's do that. Let's go do that. Let's pull up the map. So here's what I have. Poke is currently helping with the music, and I'm modeling, which I don't know how to model. So if someone could teach me Blender, that'd be nice. I am helping to animate. Currently, I'm learning scripting. I'm helping with the map. I'm doing sound design. I've done one song so far. I'm very noob at this, and there's no promise that it'll be good, but there's a promise that I will work hard on it. Because I already have. Jeez, go to General VC. No, I'm I'm working. I'm announcing my child, my baby. I'm good with lore with kaiju if you want. So allow me. So I'm actually the head developer of this cluster. Um, I I own the thing, obviously, and I am willing to talk about this for the next like 6 hours. Roblox Studio is gonna take friggin' forever to load. I will take any questions and I will answer them um, with the best of my memory. I probably won't remember all of it because I've done a lot of stuff on it, but I'm very excited. Let's see the game. There's not much to show, to be fair. Let me clarify on that one. And I'd love to do dev streams as well. Stream is still going, right? Yes, stream is still going. I already talked about the developer's poke. And I will put I will have a community post with the, y'all can ask anything. Goktug plays YouTube, I guess. I am, as of right now, I'm an open book. And I'll get into explaining it some more as the stream goes on. But I am very, very excited about this. I do have there's a little bit of bad news. Of that is the reason that I've been gone for so long. It's probably gonna be like that for a little bit longer, but I'll probably stream a lot of the development whenever I finally get whenever I learn how to game and how to like script and stuff. You guys are need modelers is my first question. I would not mind having someone teach me modeling. And yes, the name is Colossal Clash. Models are not blocky. The models are not going to be blocky. Hi, Cheese Lol. Hello, Gargantus. It's me, Silent. Oh, hi, Silent. Can I help make lore? Sure. So, here's... I don't know why it's so dark, but this is what I have so far for the map. And there's some lore on the map and stuff, but no one really cares. It's very rudimentary right now. This is... So the way we're going to do this is we're going to release pre-alpha first. Pre-alpha is going to have 2 public kaijus and an exclusive kaiju. The 2 public kaijus, there's actually one in-game right now. This is the starter. This guy's called Dune Mall. I promise, animated, he looks a lot better, and let me clarify, this is just his pre-alpha model. And I know it's not great, but this is also my second model that I've ever made. So, he's gonna be he's actually not even technically a kaiju. He's gonna be a sub kaiju. Obviously, a lot of inspiration off Dunkleosteus, the prehistoric fish. And he's going to have an ability. His utility is going to be he steals other kaiju's ults. So the game will be you have 3 M1s or like left clicks or whatever. I just call them M1s because that's just He looks like a baby Thallo. He will not play like a baby Thallo. So he'll have three like left click attacks. He will have 4 normal attacks and 5 attack, and the 5th attack is going to be an ult. All Kaijus will have that. Event Kaijus will have 2 utilities. Normal Kaijus will have 1 utility, and there's a special event that I might get into later called the Deity event. That that has 2 passives, 2 utilities, and the 5 attacks as well as the 3 M1s. This guy, like I said, is Dune Maul. Let me actually... I'm not gonna pull up his loadout. I do have his loadout worked on. We're gonna ignore this right now. Maul made that. And I'm gonna cut the game, I guess. Or the map, not the lore. The lore is crazy. Yeah, I'm probably lagging a lot right now. Roblox Studio is very intensive. Over here is going to be the city. So this is going to be like the big city and such. Yes, watch. I get that you're almost dead. So this is going to be the big city area right here in this main part. We're going to have grasslands here. There is going to be a forest with a river kind of running through here. There's going to be an abandoned city right here. There's going to be... This up here is going to be for VTOLs. There will be vehicles. There's probably going to be like 2 or 3 vehicles in the game. And there's going to be a couple... They're called Titans. They're just the big Kaiju fighting robots. It's not an original concept, but the vehicles, like the tank and the VTOL that I have planned, are scaled to Kaiju, so they are big. They are not like KB's vehicles, where they are small and useless. In a group, they will be able to take down a Kaiju. So they are going to be... They're going to be very large. The VTOLs will spawn here more than likely. We have a bunch of lore areas as well, which I might get into later, but I'm probably gonna, after showing the rest of this, after showing the rest of the map, I'm going to probably log off of Roblox Studio and go back onto Roblox so my computer doesn't freaking explode. Make a Kaiju only for people who played when it was in testing, like Alpha Levi. I'll think about it. Currently, I think the pre-alpha badge will just give you the access to buy any limited thing at any point during the year. I think that's what it's going to do. I don't like games that you didn't join during, like, early enough so you don't get to be part of the special club. There's going to be a little town under here. We're going to have a waterfall coming down from here into this lake. We have... This has some lore implications. This is the model of Dune Maul that straight up, this is what bro looked like for like 2 weeks. And I worked for like 4 to 6 hours every day to make him not look like this. And a pit that Maul put in here for some reason. And then over here, another very big lore area that I will not get into right now. But this is kind of meant to be like a combat area. So if you get like, bring over Dune Maul, and I'll explain what that is, because that is, believe it or not, that is not the size of a dev Kaiju. That will be a public Kaiju. I'll get into it, maybe. So we got Dune Maul. I mean, I'd say this is plenty of room to fight. Now, to be fair, Dune Maul is like 100 feet tall. He's not, like I said, he's not even a Kaiju. He's a sub-Kaiju. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big area. Most of the Kaijus in the game will be Probably about twice as tall as he will. He's meant to be kind of like a little ankle biter. Video service is locked. What does that mean? Okay. Sure. I also actually have an animation for this guy as well. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. It's been a while since I've worked on this. They changed the UI around as well. I don't need that. I need animation. The animation, I believe, should have saved. So I got a starting animation for bro, which would be yoga. So, and I think I actually have his idle. I think Maul sent me his idle animation as well. So I might open that up. So we do have the yoga animation for Dune Maul. And you know, let me open up, because I get this isn't a lot to be. Yes. Sure, I want to quit Roblox Studio. Blender. I get this isn't a lot to be excited about. I understand that. But there's so much stuff that I've been working on for... Let me see if I can remember even how to Blender, bro. There we go. All right. Yep. It's been friggin' forever. So, Maul's the animator, and this is the first animation. And let me clarify, this is for pre-alpha. This is before alpha. So I just want to clarify that. Let's look at this real quick, chat. So this is the first animation of the game. This is the first model of the game. And I'm going to... I'll just click play for this guy. Like, honestly, for the first animation of a game with 3 developers that have no experience at all in development, I mean, like, this is pretty cool. Like, he looks so cool, and I'll probably do some editing on the tail as well. It looks a little bit stiff, especially at the end. Like, I'm not gonna get into that right now, so I'll try not to. I'll try to resist the temptation to do that. Oh, that's... What the hell? I'm not very good with Blender, by the way, so I apologize to all of you who are actually, like, good with Blender. So I'm not. So, once again, I apologize. Oh, that's good, I'm sure. I'm just... Dude, y'all have no idea how excited I am about this. What if we did something like... Okay, what is it right before this? I'm not a good animator, by the way. It'll become very obvious. But, like, let's just look at that. How does that help? That does not at all. Maul is a much better animator than I am, to be clear. I'll ask him about that, see if we can get that smoothed out. So that's his animation right now. I think Maul's actually working on another one right now. So yes, that is Maul. Or, yeah, that's Dune Maul. I guess I can open... Poke, should I show them Platium or Axis? Actually, Oh wait, no, I probably shouldn't quit that because that's uploading the video. Makes the tail more sharp, low-key, or blunt like a mace. The tail is not supposed to be used for many attacks, honestly. I think he does have a tail spin. The tail is meant more for movement and lore, I guess. Yeah. Because we're working on the lore. Swimming, maybe. Yes, he does use it for swimming. He is very much aquatic. Like, kind of swamplands and marsh stuff. It's kind of where he chills at. I'm gonna get to level 50. I have this image of him, like, jumping like a frog, kind of, with his, like, I imagine him, because he's gonna be pretty small. He'll be pretty small and pretty fast. He's not gonna be like Glass Cannon. He's gonna be more like a bruiser. So he'll have decent health. He'll do decent damage. He'll be pretty quick. He's gonna be pretty small, but the lack of an actual ult, unless you hit your utility, is definitely gonna make him. Definitely gonna. That'll be probably a big thing that kind of keeps him from being too good. And I honestly, man, I can get into lore a lot about this game because already there's a lot of lore. But I think I'll save you guys that. Do some siren head grinding, I think. I think that'll be pretty good. He looks like a fish, kinda. He's supposed to look like a fish. Yeah, thank you. Finally someone who gets it. He is supposed to be a hybrid between a dunk and a Carno. That's literally the point. Like a Dunkleosteus, Carnotaurus, and a frog. Is like not like look-wise for the frog, but it's kind of how, like, if a frog theropod existed, that's kind of how he will. It's kind of how he'll move. Like, I have this idea of his running animation, like jumping, like bounding almost, as he just pushes off from one of his legs, because he's supposed to be very agile. I suppose I will take any and all questions about anything. Like I said earlier, I'm basically an open book right now. So, once again, I will take any questions about anything. Gosh, bro, my stream is so laggy. How's my voice? Thank you. Finally someone who gets it. Okay, it's fine. My voice is fine, but my stream is buns. So, I suppose I'm going to post a link to the Discord server for the game. And copy link. I'm just gonna post that in chat for now. If you feel like joining, feel free to join. We're still working out some kinks with the verification bot. So if you have any issues with that, just DM me. Once again, anyone who is willing to help out at all with helping me learn how to do models, with helping me learn how to script, animate, even something like sound design. Because I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about any of it, but I'm doing my best to learn. And as soon, I'll get kind of into why I haven't been working on this as much as I would have liked in the video that I'm uploading right now. That'll be out later. But there's a reason that I haven't gotten as much as as I would have like done. Geez, your mic is tweaking the hell out. Probably, yeah. 4 pings in action figure news. What the hell is Ziggy doing, bruh? What the heck, Aroni, bruh? Is my mic actually that bad? How many kaijus do you plan on having in game when it releases? So, the starter will be Dune Maul, and I talked about him already. So it'll release in pre-alpha. That will not have pre-alpha. Will be you can fight a kaiju, you can kill a kaiju, you can get currency, and you can get the second kaiju, which is going to be called Matarak. And I don't have a model of him yet. So, Matarak will be the thing that you actually grind for. Matarak will, for pre-alpha, he will be a... He'll be another early game. Whenever full alpha comes out and we start actually adding more kaijus, he will be bumped to a mid game. He's built almost exactly like the D-Rex, which, it makes me mad because I made his design like a year and a half before Rebirth even had a trailer. So I was just like, gosh, bro, I'm gonna freaking release this guy and people are just gonna say, you just copied the D-Rex. Which, even some of the designs are a little bit similar to KB. I made, like, there's one that's a spacer, it's called Delgaro, and he'll be coming out, he'll release with Alpha, is his current plan. And he has long arms, like, kind of almost similar to Agarath. But I made his design before I ever played KB. Does he have a planned release date? Originally, the planned release date was in 6 months, 2 months ago. That's not happening. If I can get someone to help me script... I can't verify. Okay, I'll verify you. Doesn't say that you even aren't trying to join. What the hell is up with that? Oh, sweet. Let me make a real quick roll, and I will get on that tomorrow, probably. I'll make a real quick roll in the Discord. Skip this step. If you join right now, I will give you the verify later role. At some point, I will ping for that role and be like, hey, whenever the bot works, you have to verify. Now that whoever joins the server should be able to see all of the channels for development and such. So you can actually see even the song that I made for my Kaiju, which I'm still very proud of that. But yes, that is my big news, is Colossal Clash is the planned name for it right now, which I'm kind of iffy about. It has grown on me, but that is the current plan. You have a model for the Matarak Kaiju? No, I do not have a model. I started one, I haven't finished it yet. I've been very busy in real life. But I'm very excited about him. He'll also be a bruiser. He'll be slower. He doesn't have eyes. And I think he'll have a max skin that is, that will be, like, called Hunter Madarak or something, because his whole thing is he's a blind predator. So like he hunts kaijus. He's kind of like a hunter scavenger, but he's blind. His max skin will be called Hunter Madarak, and that will actually have a lowered viewing distance, like it'll cloud, like the rake from In Silence. And you will be able to, like, kaijus will leave behind scent trails that you can follow, and that'll fill up an appetite bar, and you can stalk after them. Like, you can, like, crouch down and stalk, and I'm thinking about giving that like a slight invisibility, so you can straight up, like, ambush people and, like, actually stalk them. How many planned kaiju designs do you have? Let me go through the list, gamer. Kaiju brainstorming. From the top, let me scroll all the way up. I'm just gonna name the kaijus real quick, because there's a lot. Just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Why is my internet so cheeks right now? I'm actually gonna hop off Wi-Fi and just do this on. Okay, here's what we have. Dune Mall, which we saw. Skin for Dune Mall. Kaiju called Fikari. A skin for Dune Mall called Colossal Dune Mall. That'll be his max skin. Madarak. My Daiju, Platiamaraxis. Argana. That's Poke's Daiju. Towering Argana. A skin for Argana. The first year Christmas Kaiju, the mean one, is just a giant Grinch Kaiju. The IRS man, which still is not completely, that's debating on a taxes event as a kind of meme. New Aetherk for the deity event. I'll explain that maybe later. Sword in the Stone for the deity event. Charge Dune Mall, another Dune Mall skin. Fikarion, as I went over. Tarnagarak, it's a big... If you've played Arc Aberration, the Karkanos, those, like, giant crabs that, like, pick up things and throw them, it's like that mixed with a spider. That's a first-year Halloween kaiju. Glurp, which is a psychopathic shrimp that fights DJ Toenail. Totalis Imperatoris, that is an endgame space flying snake thing. Lyteria, an early game moth kaiju. Mortal Axis, a giant friggin' gator. Frosty and Frigid, Snowman, second-year Christmas kaiju. DJ Toenail, second-year April Fool's kaiju. Florodon Terrace, that is the Giga endgame. That big box earlier in the stream that was next to the Dune Mall model, that is how big she will be. She will be large. Gaiadon Terrace, still debating on what the thing for that skin will be. Tosaki Marichi, which doesn't even have a finalized design yet. Quacken, which is it's a giant duck that's neck splits apart into a writhing mass of tentacles. It's going to be very big, it's going to be very fun, and it's going to be a giveaway skin. You won't be able to grind for it, more than likely. Vantage, which is going to be Maul's Daiju. Untich, which is the deity skin for Maul's Daiju. Heidaldon Terrace, another skin for Florodon Terrace. That's a Halloween event. Tyravel, a giant fireball-spitting worm. Conglomeration, not even going to talk about that. Delgaro, that's the spacer. The Bananteater, a banana anteater kaiju. That's the third-year April Fools. B-42 Reaper. This is going to be one of the Titans, the mechs. It will be able to transform. Like, straight up. Like, actually. Like, I'm going to animate it transforming. It'll go from... If any of you guys have ever played Air Mech, the stealth bomber that could transform, and it had, like, these two scythes on its hands, and it was just melee. It'll be like that, but he will be able to fire, like, -1's beam from his chest after, like, collecting, like, debris from around him. And he'll pull it into his chest and superheat it and then fire it from a hole in his chest, and it'll just like make a big explosion. So it'll just be a nuclear bomber that can transform, and it'll have like these Reaper hooks. Avarian is a giant flightless vulture with big iron feathers that it throws out, and it can impale kaijus and stick them to the ground, and it can impale the kaijus with the metal feathers and like stop them from moving, or like whenever they move they get damaged. It can slow down their attacks and stuff. The beetle kaiju Akulon, which is a early game tank. We have Savage Platyamaraxis, a skin for Platyamaraxis. Blessed Argana, another skin for Argana. Already went over Tyravel. Abyssal Quacken, the max skin for Quacken. We have already did that. Royal Axis, which is another deity skin, maybe. Let me go over the rest of the stuff. We have the suit, which is a demon kaiju that I haven't done a official design for yet. We have Elder Dalgaro, max skin for Dalgaro. MH53 Bulkhead, like a big... He'll have these giant plates on his shoulder that he can form, like, bring down to be a shield. He's a mech. So, and he'll have 4 arms. He'll be like Brawler kind of thing. He'll have like the pistons, kind of like Cherno, and he'll be able to pull out miniguns from his arms. Like he'll have like a transforming kind of animation where his arms will turn into miniguns, or like deploy miniguns. Whenever he goes into his shield mode, he'll have a railgun that you can charge. He'll have a flak array. He has a freaking earthquake hammer that he can pull out and extend. I'm trying to think of what else there is. Just a lot of designs and stuff. Obviously, I've been very busy. It's not your internet. It's my internet. Fake verified. Just can't verify because I got... No, it's an issue with the bot. We haven't set up the bot yet. Why are you making the game? I've wanted to make a game for a very long time. And after, like, thinking about it, because, like, Tristan Thunder, like, they're just 2 guys. Like, they're good at what they do, don't get me wrong. But they're not, like... I mean, they're not, like, professional developers. Like, they don't have years of experience. To my knowledge, they kind of just started. And I was like, I've wanted to make a game for so long. And, like, I'm passionate about this. I just want to try, right? Just here. Just for here, what's the news? When are they going to release part 2? No clue. Here for CC. It already has the abbreviation. I'm official. Let's go. So yes, that is my game. That is what I have so far. I'm very, very happy. Very happy about it so far. It's not... Obviously, I don't have a lot to show other than a lot of passion. But once again, I'm still taking like any question at all. So I'm very excited to work on this and to share my progress with you guys. I don't plan to keep like anything secret, to be honest. Like I will probably straight up like stream the modeling and animating and scripting of kaijus in just dev streams. It'll probably be on this channel. I might make a Colossal Clash channel. But yes, that is my news. And I'm so happy that you guys actually seem to be excited about it, at least to an extent. I would love to do updates and dev streams leading up to the thing. I'm very, very excited. Very excited. that you guys actually seem to actually care. Um, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am very passionate about this. I'm so excited, dude. It's the game as a whole. It's going to have, it's going to be stun-based combat. It's actually going to have really similar combat to KA. But for all of you who, so it's basically KA with custom kaijus is kind of how I'm going to go about it, with some nuance, obviously. But for all of you who don't like stun-based combat, I will have a game mode. I'll actually have several game modes. I might as well just go through some of those now. Plan stuff or something. So, stuff, combat game modes. Normal, ranked servers, by choice, ranked servers that are based on kills, and they give higher rewards. Easy mode, which are no status effects except from Daijus, no stuns, no grabs, no nothing. So it's really similar combat to like KU or Trish is gonna kill me, but like KB. I'm not saying KB is as good as KU, but it's similar of just attack. There'll still be some skill-based play, but it won't be full like stun lock and stuff. There will be 1v1s, which I'm actually I'm actually planning on making like a full death metal song for. And I actually have the lyrics for it as right now. So it will be stun-based, but it will also be level. Like, you can level a kaiju, so you actually have a reason to play the game and grind. But it's not going to be like you have to grind and completely no-life it. Like, it'll be easier to level on that game than, like, it is to level on KB. For most things. So I'm not gonna, like, force y'all to, like, hardcore grind. And I'm very excited. Dude, there's so much that I wish I had to show you guys. But I'm very interested in any help that that you guys might feel so inclined to give me, because I'm gonna be honest, I do need help, or at the very least I will pretty soon. Any help at all would be appreciated. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of programs to learn and stuff. I know a lot of you guys are good with Blender. I've seen some of the stuff that you guys make in the TXT Discord. Help would be appreciated for that, because I don't know Blender. But that is my game. That is my child. It's what I've been working on, and I'm very happy to have shared that. Because I've wanted to for a very long time. So that's what I have. I guess I can pull up my Daiju in Blender. Pull up the Grand Sorcerer Platium Araxis. Let me open. Don't save. Which one? Documents. Is this it? We're gonna ignore my left nut. This is not it. This is not the file. My file management is a friggin' nightmare. Don't save. This guy! This is already an outdated model. Let me be clear. Let me be absolutely clear. This is already an outdated model. This is more or less... Gosh, it looks so bad. This is like my first model, bro. Like, to be fair, this is like my first model. I know it looks bad. it's the Vision, right? This is Platyamaraxis, and gosh, he looks